very talented. And going into the area of expertise that I have, systematic trading, there are certainly systematic funds out there that have performed tremendously well sticking to the rules. I mean, anybody can find them by Googling trend following funds and you'll come up with a standard list of names. You can even find their performance over the last 20, 30 years. You'll certainly see that they massively outperformed the S&P. And so that's actually really reassuring because it means that, going back to that distinction between discretionary and systematic, it means that there are rules that you can learn, implement, and stick to and make money. And ultimately, that's, for me as the mathematician, in terms of modeling the world as a puzzle piece and looking at the patterns of relationships, that's very reassuring. It means I'm not an economist guy. I didn't study economics. I looked at patterns in nature, and the fact that you can find them again in markets and repeat them, that's fantastic. That's phenomenal.
What can a hedge fund manager, say somebody that's looking after 300 million, what could he expect to earn?
So a rule of thumb, I mean, I'm not sure if it's still the same kind of fees today, but you take the 300 million and you charge what's called an asset management. So for the privilege of having deposited money with a hedge fund manager, the hedge fund manager will charge 2% on an annualized basis. So on 300 million, 2%, that's what, $6 million. So that's just fees that he's getting in. Now, if he makes profits, then he will get a fifth of those profits, so 20%. So let's say that he makes 10% on the 300 million, so he makes 30 million, a fifth of that is 6 million. So he'll walk away with maybe $8 million. And then that'll have to be dispersed with his business partners, offices, etc., etc., etc. So the game, therefore, for a hedge fund manager tends to be the fixed fee, because that's guaranteed. And so, therefore, the game is to increase your assets under management to tremendous size. So if you look at funds that have $30 billion under management, 2% on that is $600 million in fees every year, regardless of performance. And you've certainly seen over the last 16, 20 years, as the hedge fund industry has grown, that that's exactly what's happened. A lot of people have implemented very good marketing, also on the back of very good strategies, to increase their assets to phenomenal sizes that they know every year I clip a particular coupon. And that then takes the burden of having to make a performance out of it. And you certainly see hedge funds that over the last 3-4 years, where it's become very difficult, haven't actually made any profits, but they've still clipped big coupons.